Okay guys, in this week's pro tip, we're going to talk about fixed schedules of reinforcement. Now, when a puppy's first starting with food work, you want that puppy to understand that what you're asking him to do, he can expect to be paid on a very regular basis. So we're going to use these stairs as kind of a conceptual framework for paying the puppy on a regular basis. So in totality, I want him to be able to negotiate these stairs all on his own and without the need for external reinforcement. But I understand that, like, I need to be patient, and I'm going to break the negotiation of these stairs down into its component parts, and I'm going to work on each individual component part until he's mastered the concept of going up and down stairs. So I'm going to bring my little buddy Mac into play here. He's going to make his first step, and he's going to get a treat. Then I'm going to bring him to the second step. I really want him to understand that I want him to be careful and to be very aware of where his feet are so that he learns to have good proprioception. That's an often underlooked concept with bigger dogs. They really need to take some time when they're young to understand their bodies. Good, I get him to the top, and now this is a whole different set of muscles working on the way down. So I'm going to go one step. Good. I'm going to go one more step. Good. And we're getting close to the bottom. But I want him not to get in too much of a hurry. And then I go all the way to the last step, slow. And he's off. Good boy, Mac. Good boy. Now, after a couple of days, guys, what we do is we pay him on every second step. Right? Now, what's going on is he's getting paid on every second step, but still on a fixed schedule of reinforcement. He still should be able to understand that there are very specific points in this activity where he's going to get paid. And I want him to focus on those points so he doesn't get in too much of a hurry. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Then get him all the way to the ground. Oh, good boy. That's a good boy. Now, a few days after that, we're going to go to every third step. Oh, good boy, Mac. Oh, you're a good boy. You're a fine animal. About a week later, I'm going to go to the top of the steps and the bottom of the steps. Good boy. Oh, next thing you know, we're going all the way to the bottom of the steps before the reinforcement comes. Oh, good boy. What a fine animal. Okay guys, so that's a pretty simple breakdown of what some people think is a complicated concept. You know, understanding reinforcement training, it's not that hard, really. You know, what I did there is I have an activity that I would like Mac to do, which is go over the stairs. Now, so he doesn't understand that right off the bat, so I break that activity down into its component parts. Right? I break it down into each individual step. And it doesn't matter whether I'm doing healing or I'm trying to get the dog in the car or I'm trying to get the dog to stand for a vet examination. It doesn't matter. I break all these behaviors down into their component parts and I put the dog on a fixed schedule of reinforcement where the reinforcement comes, you know, within the limits of the dog's attention span at that age and that stage of development and how much training he's had. You know, now it doesn't take long, guys. Now, you know, I'm giving you a pretty easy schedule here, telling you it might take a week to do an activity like this. Sometimes it's one day, sometimes it's 1 hour, you don't know. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other and you're going to get there. Now, next time we're going to talk about switching the dog over to a schedule that's called a random schedule of reinforcement, and that's really when things start to pay off because it becomes a game then, and like doing small challenges and working with the handler becomes very addictive to the dog. All right, so I'll see you guys with another pro tip in a week or two.